It's a release of a schedule, and in the NFL, does it better than any. I mean, they're just incredible.
And now it's a competition, really. Like, it's just who can do these release videos better. I mean, that's a pretty good. I like the fragrance one.
And the Chargers, we're going to see their video in a sec. Already talking a little trash to the city of Seattle. We'll get to that in a sec. But the schedules are out. We talked about it yesterday. It was unofficial. Today it is official. Time to break it all down right now. So let us begin in the month of September. Arielle, the home opener, a Super Bowl rematch against the Patriots, Wednesday, September 9th. You can watch that game on King 5 TV. Then it's on the road for a pair at Arizona and Washington, D.C. Let's begin, Arielle, with that home opener. And you think there's going to be a little drama? I mean, NBC, the game's on NBC. It's the opener. Yeah. Super Bowl rematch, but there's a little bit more to this, right? I know you think that there's definitely a reason why the NFL selected this game, and it could, you know, and it's something that you and I both love. We love drama, we love mess, and that is why you believe that they've been chosen. Go ahead, lead it off. A certain coach coming to town, Mr. Vrabel. My question is, I'm sorry, it's a long ways away. But they're not going to get away from this. They're not going to get away from it. Arielle, it's going to be mentioned during training camp, and you know somebody from the NBC sports staff is going to have to sit down and talk about this with them. No, and it's only developing more. I feel like week by week, like you'd think that this has died at this point. It hasn't. I mean, you got TMZ, you have all of them coming out with more and more and more reports. Like you got the boat, their little boat trip. You have the fact that Diana Rossini's child is named Michael and was born after they started this alleged affair. I mean, it's not, I don't know if it's alleged anymore. I think it's an affair. Any thoughts on her raising the 12s flag? Diana? Yeah. You know, I think that if she would like to put herself out there, really kind of just take ownership of this whole situation, raise the 12 flag. Honestly, it'll kind of look good, right? It looks like she's like shoving it in Michael's face. And the 12s would go wild, I think, on that night. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to October. Chargers are already talking trash. Here they are, the Chargers. Get ready for the Seahawks.
Week 4 at the Seahawks. Dangerous. Beast mode.
What is going on here?
I think that's actually probably one of their worst ones they've done. Like the video game. I'm not into that. The last video game one they did was phenomenal. They did it based off of The Sims. Remember that computer game, The Sims? Yes. And it was just, it was so good. It was a lot of trash talking in there, and I'm also a child of The Sims. I love it. And you love drama. All right. I love drama. Also in October, the Seahawks get the 49ers at home. The Broncos on Thursday night. Not a lot of rest between these games here. This is where it gets interesting for me. And then they'll wrap up October with the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday Night Football on King 5. Let's go to that 49ers Denver stretch there. I think that when you look at the schedule, and I look right there, Arielle, for me, that's where I get a little concerned. That game at Denver, not a lot of time to rest up and get ready for a very good Broncos team. That crowd is going to be crazy. I think that could be the first loss of the season. And I know you and I are going to get into our predictions later. That is exactly where I have my first loss of the season, at Denver. I mean, they're playing a team that really has only gotten better and better. Bo Nix is going to be healthy by that point, so they'll be seeing a full-strength team. Last time they saw them here was his very first game. Still looked pretty good in that game, and you can only imagine how much better he's going to get. We're looking at the 49ers there. I mean, obviously, I think that whole stretch, and you left out the Chargers. Even. Yeah, I think that one's a good team. I think that one's going to be hard too. I do have it as a win, but look at that stretch. You have all playoff teams in that stretch. Yeah. I mean, Chiefs weren't last year, but they're the Chiefs. I personally think the 49ers are going to be down this season. I know there's a lot of 49er fans not happy with that prediction right now. But for me, that is a very tough stretch. Yes, Chargers are not a gimme. 49ers have never been a gimme for the Seahawks. Then you go to Denver. Now, I have heard this, and I have to ask you this because you have worked in Denver for many years before coming to Seattle. There are some folks saying that the Seahawks fans are going to take over Denver. Has there ever been an opposing team take over that city before? One time, so I was there for 5 years, and the one time I saw it ever being taken over, I was actually there as a fan. And it was because it was the Eagles. And Eagles fans travel like no other. And they truly took over Mile High Stadium. And that was actually really impressive because the Broncos do have a die-hard fan base. And the fact that they were overtaken by another team was pretty crazy. I don't see that happening for the Seahawks. All right, let's now look at the November games.
2 more games at home in November. The Bears and Cardinals come to Lumen Field. I think that Bears game is going to be a thriller. That's followed by a trip to Las Vegas. Partner up in Vegas, guys. Go out after the win, not the night before. That worries me a little bit. The Hawks then get a bye. So you got a bye. You can have fun in Vegas, then you get a bye to rest up. And then November wraps up with a game at Levi's Stadium. I'm looking, honestly, at that game on November 2nd. The Chicago Bears come to town. I think this is going to be another thriller. I'll give you my prediction on this one in about 10 minutes' time. But the schedule does not get any easier in November for the Super Bowl champs.
So if you remember, the Bears and Rams faced off in the NFC divisional round, and it was a phenomenal game. Went to overtime, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I was actually more scared to face the Bears if they won that game than the Rams, because it's kind of like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. And the Bears have truly, they impressed me so much last year, and I think they're only going to be better this year. All
right, let's go ahead to December. December is going to start, yes, with the Dallas Cowboys in Seattle, Monday Night Football. And you talk about the Eagles taking over a city. Dallas Cowboy fans also travel pretty well.
I think it's not that they travel well. I think it's that they're the most bandwagon-y franchise in the entire history of anything. And so there's just people here in Seattle living here that just decided one day they wanted to be Cowboys fans. I'm not sure that they travel.
Well, they are everywhere. The Giants are also in Seattle, and there you go, Saturday, December 19th. By the way, the Seahawks playing on every day of the week except Tuesday. So we see the December 19th game in Saturday in Philly. It could be chilly. It could be snowy. And one thing I will predict, the crowd's going to be crazy.
The crowd is always crazy there. I mentioned this yesterday. I've never met a fan base that is more insane than Philadelphia fans. And I am not included in that whatsoever. They are scary.
What is it? What's wrong with Philly? Come on. I'm not wrong with Philly. Oh. Why are they so,
I don't think there's anything wrong with them per se. I think that they just, they're a gritty person. They're a gritty group. They have a chip on their shoulder always, even though they just won the Super Bowl for their third time or second time. And it's a different fan base. I mean, they will tell you right away if you've done something wrong. They will boo you, and they'll be faster to boo you than they will to cheer you.
Okay, there you go. All right, followed by that game. And it's a game that a lot of people are excited about. You and I maybe not so. It's a Christmas Day matchup at home against the Rams.
Speak for yourself, Chris.
It's a Friday. You're pumped for this, huh?
I'm pumped for it, yeah. Because if we have to work, I'd rather be, at a Seahawks game. And honestly, and that means that you and I get to spend Christmas together.
That's true. We got to have a nice salad hot dog dinner at Lumen Field.
Perfect.
I mean, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a fun game. I mean, the Rams are, I think when you look at this, they're going to play twice at the end of the season. We'll get to that in a sec. But the division's going to be on the line right here.
You think the division's on the line for this one? I mean, wait until you see the last game of the season where the division's really going to be on the line. Yeah. I mean, and I think it's always going to come down to these two teams, at least for the foreseeable future. But that Christmas Day game, they better be up for it.
Seahawks going to start 2027 in Carolina. Beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, taking on the Panthers, followed by that season finale that Arielle just talked about, the Rams in L.A. Now, I think this is what scares me a little bit as we look at that 2027 schedule when you get Carolina and the Rams. So many people, I think, are going to be looking ahead to that Rams game. Yep. This is a Carolina team. They were in the playoffs. Last year in the playoffs, they gave the Rams a run for their money. This is a good Carolina team that's only going to get better. That game scares me a little bit.
It's a good Carolina team. And, yes, they were in the playoffs. Yes, they gave the Rams a run for their money.
Weak division.
Yes. But think about it. This happened last year. We thought that there was going to be an issue facing the Panthers, looking ahead to other teams. It didn't happen. They shut the Panthers down pretty easily.
Okay. All right. Prediction time is coming in about 5 minutes. Before all those games, by the way, the Seahawks will have 3 preseason games. Taking a look at those right now. 2 of those games are going to be on King 5 TV. Dallas comes to town on Saturday, August 15th. You can watch that on King 5 TV. Then it's at Tennessee, then at Kansas City. Chiefs game is also on King 5. I think what surprised me, Arielle, on this was to see 2 teams on the preseason schedule that we will be playing during the regular season.
It's very perplexing why they would choose to do this, because then obviously you're getting a look. You're sort of getting a look at the team. Obviously, you're probably getting a look more at the backups, the second, the third strings. But you're getting a look at this team before you'd end up playing them later in the season. I don't really understand why the NFL would do that. Perhaps they book those preseason games and the other games separately. I don't know.